I never thought I would mention this, but when I started remembering this, that's where I was like, I can't believe I didn't tell this story. In today's story time, it's going to be about the time I punched someone square in the eye. And it was at that one place that my dad used to take me to that I mentioned in previous story time videos if you haven't seen those. This story that I'm about to tell is something I never thought would happen, and I was questioning how I didn't get in trouble for this. But anyway, let's begin. So, this story time takes place many years ago at that place I mentioned. It was just another normal day and nothing was out of the ordinary. Everything seemed okay, and my dad drives me to that place and we get in the building to where I got to the front desk to sign my name, and when I came in, I could hear music coming from upstairs as I was heading there. Nobody was in the lounge area, and we're all the way in the back, and I was wondering why there was music playing because as I got closer, I saw everyone was in a small room and it turns out to be a party. I'd never been to a party before when I was little, so this was the first time I was ever going to be in one. So I entered the room, all being shy and not talkative person, but everything seemed okay and there was nothing that could make things worse. But 10 minutes go by and I was drinking some punch, and I could hear two people arguing from behind me. I turned to see who it was, and there was this guy and his girlfriend, well, actually his ex. I'm going to call them both Joshua and Crystal. It seemed like these two were upset with each other, and I decided to walk over to see what was going on. As I got closer, I could hear them a little bit since the people had like loud music and everyone was loud, so I can barely hear. But Joshua says to Crystal, "It was a fucking mistake. Give me another chance." And then Crystal says, "No, you've already gone too far. I told you I want nothing to do with you." As they continued arguing, Joshua soon got angry and grabbed her by the arm to where she had to try to get away. That's when I decided to walk over and say, "Yo, bro, back the fuck up. Leave her alone." And the guy just got angry and was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I say to him, "Look, dude, if she says no and she doesn't want nothing to do with you, then you should listen." Then the guy turns and looks at her and says, "Oh, so this is why you want to leave me? You have another boyfriend?" And no joke, me and Crystal said, "No, we don't even know each other." But the guy would not believe it, and he starts to get all up in my face like he was about to tongue kiss me or something. If he would have done that, that would have been fucking hilarious. But nah, he gets in my face and was like, "Listen here, she's my property. Get the fuck out of here before I beat your ass." And the first thing I said to him was, "What the fuck do you mean your property? What the fuck are you talking about? She is not something you can just pick up and put away in the garage." And this guy gets so angry that no matter what I said or what this girl said, he would not listen. So he says, "Look, she belongs to me and she owes me everything." And no joke, the girl says, "I don't owe you anything." And before she could even say anything else, Joshua gets all up in her face and was he was about to hit her. And he was like, "Shut the fuck up." And I grabbed his shoulder and I said to him, "Bro, back off." And then he turns around and swings at me. And I don't know how I saw it, but I immediately ducked where he missed me. And I came back up and I just swung at him and punched him square in the face. And he falls on the ground. But then he starts putting his hands on his eye and he says, "Fuck, you fucking piece of shit, you busted my eye." To where I realized that I had just punched this dude in the eye instead of the face. Two people that seemed to be his friends had noticed this and rushed over to help Joshua get on his feet because they were like, "Joshua, are you alright?" And he was not alright. He still had his hands on his eye because I punched him so hard that it must have hurt him badly. And then he says to me, "You're fucking dead. I'm gonna make sure my parents sue you and your family." And he and his buddies just left. What was strange is that while this was all happening, everyone in the room didn't even seem to notice or pay attention to what was going on, because this idiot was loud. So I go to check on Crystal and she seemed a little shaken up, but okay. It turns out this was her last day coming to this place. So after all that happened, everything seemed normal. My dad took me home that night and I never really told anyone about it. One part of me was like, "Wow, I can't believe that happened. That was awesome." And another part of me was like, "No, that's not awesome, because this guy just said he was gonna sue my family for what happened and possibly get me kicked out of that place for good." So I was scared that night just thinking about it. But then the next day came And I later found out that Joshua didn't come there because his parents decided not to bring him there. So I got off without this whole thing escalating any further. So that's it for this story time, guys. And the moral of the story is, don't be a dick to your ex and don't call them your property like Josh did. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter because that's where I'm mostly active at. Join my Discord server, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.